I'm Christina from the Gorgeous Geeks, and I am here with It's Just Some Random Guy, aka Mike.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so excited to be here and to talk to you. I love everything that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Means a lot to me.
Okay, so how exactly did you come up with this concept? Because even some of your writing, it gets so intense, like in After Hours. When I saw the little Stan Lee doll, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, no, I mean, it's a lot of fun to do. I mean, you know, when we started it, the whole thing was primarily just for the sake of comedy and stuff. And we eventually kind of came up with the idea of saying, you know, why don't we try to have a storyline here at some point, just see where it goes. And we had an idea where it went. It changed a bit on the way, but like you're saying with the you know, Stan Lee in danger type thing, that whole thing was, you know, it was, you know, we tried to add a little bit of drama to it. And like you say, I mean, it seemed to really go over pretty well with some of the fans there. But yeah, no, I mean, you know, it's like with anything, you know, you're right, you know, it's what you're passionate about and like what you really, and the goal of it was to kind of, you know, to try to bridge the gap between, you know, like taking the superheroes and, you know, from the fictional world, but they're aware that they're fictional and kind of allow that it brings it to another level where they have to intervene with the stuff that's really going on, whether it's making fun of their movies or saving the guy who created many of them. So it's, you know, it kind of, and I don't, we didn't, it just kind of was a neat idea. We didn't know that it would raise the stakes that much, but for many people it did. We're very happy about it. So, yeah.
So with the more movies coming out, we're going to see some more I'm a Marvel, I'm a DC parody?
Definitely, yes. So, yeah, they're on their way, just for anyone who's worried. Yeah.
I hear you know, talk about the movies and stuff, well, at least the characters discuss them. So what's your favorite actual Marvel or DC comic book movie?
Ooh, so many to choose from. I have a number of favorites. I think, you know, some of the, you know, among the best that I think they did, I think Batman Begins and The Dark Knight are both, you know, up there. Spiderman 2, X-Men 2, Iron Man, and let me see. You know, The Incredible Hulk, you know, I thought it was good when it came out. I didn't, you know, but I've been watching it. It's actually been growing on me. The more and more I see it, I'm like, I rank it higher and higher each time I see it. So that's kind of interesting. If I had to name one, and of course Christopher Reeve's Superman movies. You know, those are just, you know, particularly the first and second one. I don't, you know, if I had to name one, it would be a tough call, because I mean, it's like I love them all dearly. I just love the universes so much that it's just, you know, it's just a joy to be able to, you know, just, you know, even just doing it with action figures, you know, as long as people are watching anyway.
I like the True Blood Twilight parody. I know there is some, well, at least I saw some mixed reviews about it. Are you guys going to do anything more with that?
The Twilight, yeah, no, yeah, we're always open to trying to branch out. I mean, we kind of experiment a little bit with the Twilight True Blood to know that, to see how people would respond. I mean, and it seemed to be fairly positive. You know, you never know when you try something different, you know, whether people are going to accept it or reject it, but it seemed to be generally positive, and so yeah, you know, to just, you know, occasionally try to branch outside the Marvel and DC and try to, you know, take the same approach with anything else. We'll give it a shot. Yeah, I think I don't know if it's necessarily always going to be Twilight True Blood, but you know, there's plenty of franchises out there. So.
Well, you gotta at least bring that game show back, because that was.
Oh yes. F My Life may come back at some point, and the host, we need to follow up on him for sure. At least there you go.
Tony should have another breakdown and guest star on the show or something like that.
There you go. That's an idea. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. We'll see what we can do there. Yeah.
So will Superman and Spiderman have any comments about the recasting and rebootings for their films?
It's really interesting that they're both having reboots the same year. It's really, you know, and they're the ones we started with, and it's like it's coming back full circle in a weird way. in a weird way, it's like full circle from 5 years later. It's like they're, here we are starting all over again. Well, next year it'll be 5 years, so since we first started it, and there we are. So it'll be, we're looking forward to it. We haven't quite thought that far ahead yet, but but yeah, it's gonna be a little surreal, but we're definitely gonna have plenty to say.
So how long and how often do you do it, and how long does it take for you to like come up with your episodes?
Well, I mean, as far as writing them goes, I mean, sometimes it depends on, the ideas they come to you. Sometimes they come to you fairly quickly, and sometimes you got to sit and stare at a blank piece of paper or computer screen for a few hours and just try to come up with something. But generally, it can take anywhere from, on the good days, it's one day you manage to bang out a good script, and sometimes it can take up to a week or longer sometimes, especially with the longer videos. And after that, it's a couple days finding the time to film, and then another couple days maybe to edit, and then another couple days to voice. And that's particularly with the longer ones. It's shorter when we're dealing with the Hi, I'm a Marvel and I'm a DCs, because those tend to be little quickies. So.
You do all the shooting and then you do the voiceovers over it?
Yes. Well, we shoot it, and I deliver the lines as we're shooting it, but the quality of the mic is kind of poor, because we're using the same MacBook that we've used since the beginning for everything. Everything is done completely on the one MacBook, and when we film with iMovie, the mic is kind of recording everything, and it's not the optimal position always to film it. We're using the iSight camera to film it, built into the computer. And so yeah, because of that, I have to re-record. But it gives me a chance to, to be like, all right, now I really can do it the way I want to do it, and not be hindered by, making sure the character's doing it right, and so, not doing two jobs at once.
So who does the special effects, you or Gal?
I add them in post, but Gal, she is a huge, boon to the whole thing, being a special effect herself, just because she basically acts. It's her performance with her hand that you don't see below the screen, with her character turns, and and that's tough with an action figure that's so stiff sometimes to have to portray some emotion, just through acting or just that comedic timing that it takes to really, add that extra something. And she, 99% of the time it's her holding it. So I give her all the credit in the world, as my full partner on this. So I mean, absolutely, invaluable.
I know you said your panel that Batman was probably your favorite voice. Is he your favorite character that you do at all in general?
It's tough to name a favorite. I feel a love for all of them, kind of thing. And it's Batman is Gal's favorite, and that's that's cool. And Batman's nice for me sometimes. It depends. I mean, there's some I love the characters and like Gabi and Deadpool and Batman and Joker, but some of them are a little bit, when they get really angry or upset, it gets a little bit tough on the voice. So I don't like that aspect of them so much, but I mean, the final product's usually all worth it. So yeah, a favorite is kind of tough to name, but yeah, I guess, like I said, Batman, Deadpool, some of those are, they get a good response, and if the people like them, then I guess, okay, they'll be my favorite too, kind of thing,
Okay, last question. Will you come up with some original writing and original characters for maybe yourself to, spawn off of the outside of the DC and Marvel?
Right. Well, we have a couple that kind of ended up Lars and Lance a little bit. We may explore that further as we go on. I don't know, but we're, it's that was a lot of fun to do, and I'm thinking more about it as we go on. Just it'd be nice to have a little something to just try and again branch out, and see how it goes. I don't have anything concrete right now that I could say, you know, that we have in the works as far as that original characters go, but we're always open to it. If we see an opportunity, we'll most likely go for it. So.
Is there any, I know you said that was last one, but is there any animation in the future that maybe you're planning on, or is that a possibility?
Like actual animation, like instead of just, oh, that would be awesome. You know, I wouldn't say no if anyone wants to give us a call or anything, but no, I mean, well, part of the I am a Marvel, I'm a DC. When we started, it was just something we knew we could do that. We could afford that. We know how to do it. You know, yeah, I don't. So yeah, I would have to actually
Find some animators.
Probably. I'd have to, or take a long time, 10 years or so to learn it myself, or whatever the, however long that learning curve is. But yeah, I'm again open to it. But I think I would probably have to reach outside for help for that or there.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.